Hi guys, this is Anoop. This is the first video for my channel. Today I want to talk about what my channel is gonna be about, at least initially. So it's gonna be about my solopreneur journey. Basically, at the very start, I'm gonna discuss about the systems, some of which I have already implemented, some which I'll implement and keep on changing because you systems are all about you make a system, you realize, can I make it better? Can I make it worse? Is this it's a kind of an A and B testing and all. So let me start off with what my first system, main system is going to be about. It's learning system, which is necessary. If being a solopreneur, you need to have skills in wide variety of areas, and for that you need a learning system so that you retain a lot of the stuff you have learned. Otherwise, you will keep on repeating, learning whatever you have already learned, which is a waste of time. So, in the learning system, it's divided into six parts currently. There is a source selection system, which is about finding out how to learn. So, uh, like I have found for each of the things, for learning full stack development, for learning video creation, for learning finance, for learning sales, for learning design. There is a I've done for even the video editing part of it. I've seen a lot of cohorts. I've done a lot of cohorts and all that, and I have found out the ones which work for me, and I have also found out which word don't work for me. But based on what your goal is, what your time is, and what your financial status is, how much you are willing to spend. I've spent a lot on these things. Learning is one of my passions. So based on that, you can create your own source selection system, find out what works for you based on what your goal of a solopreneur journey is. Then quick note taking system, which is very important. Without taking notes, you don't even know what you have learned. 6 months after, I have done mechanical engineering. I have never been into mechanical engineering, but it's still something. There are a lot of things I can take up from there. If I had a notes, very structured notes created, mostly in computer, which is in cloud and all that, I would be able to pick up on it, right? I'll be able to catch up whatever I'll be have it in memory, which will be useful for interconnectedness of ideas. Innovation comes from taking ideas from somewhere else and just putting it here. Apart from that, revision to make for whatever you have learned, which has gone into short-term memory, put into long-term memory. Tests also for the same thing to apply implementation, implementing whatever you have learned. Like for software, it's easy. Just write a code. Even for mechanical, just fix a system. All those kind of things. Teaching. That for that, I believe content creation or teaching to anyone you know. If you can explain it to a child, that's when you really know, you understand it. You may, even if memorized, if you can explain it to and a child understand it, then you understand it deeply. So that's my learning system. There is productivity system. Most of it is already there. Is a habit system, weekly, monthly, daily, quarterly. All kinds of habits are stored there. And my calendar, I keep on getting reminders daily. I have around 20, 10, 20 habits, which includes everything. It makes it a gamifying. Systems make life gamify, and even if I have ADHD, it it's difficult to follow discipline unless I am getting dopamine. So in this way, I get dopamine every time tasks. Which is a task system. I send our matrix and other kinds of tasks, weekly tasks, and all those kind of things. Project timeline system. Whenever you get a project, you need to make it timeline. How much time you will put on design for UX, UI design, high level design, low level system design, software engineering, all those kind of design. Apart from that, goal system. What are your sub goals, like weekly goals, daily goals? All those kind of should be a part of a system, so that even if you fail, but if you know a timeline and all that, if you make it as a system, it will increase, it will be faster, you'll know what you have done wrong. Like a company works, right? Company works in a 2 week sprint or a 2 month, a full complete one project or something like that. That's how you need to work yourself, because you are the company. Social spirit system, because for social relations, some kind of, if you have mentors, mentees, friends, family, all that need to be maintained. Sometimes you may go into your work or do some uh, go into party mode or whatever kind of mode. You need to maintain the people you love, people you want in your life forever. There needs to be a maintenance to it, right? There is a financial system to know what your finances are, to increase it, where to where to invest in it. That I have taken a lot. I don't think most of it I can share, but I can share what is my own original and what is open source. Most of it I have taken from One Person Club or Finance with Sharon. Then there is creator system, how I can automate the video creation process currently using OBS Studio, and but all these things I need to be, how can I automate it? How can I automate the voice background removal? How can this look way better than it is? All those kind of posts automatically from my videos, posts should be generated automatically from my notes, blogs should be generated. Those kind of systems I'll be creating, so that notes I can't make it as a blog, but I can use AI to make it uh, uh, as a blog or something. Sales system, I need to get leads. If I want, I, being a solopreneur, I will also be selling products B2B. I'll, I'll be a B2B, and for that there needs to be leads on who needs my, what skills I have and who needs those skills. Content making a, being a content creator of the things would help in that. Then sales calls, whenever a sales call happen, how to sell what you are gonna sell, because that's way more important, right? A single sales call would determine, may determine 5 times more money you can get or less. Based on that, there's design system, how to select what kind of UX design you select, what kind of UI, means what all pages would be needed, all those kind of things. High level technical design, what kind of technical design would be needed. There needs to be a system how to select for each. If this, do this, if this, do this. It's gonna be way more if else cases and all that, but yeah, it can be made. Based on your skills, you may change the systems and all that. These systems work for my goal for now. With more data, I may change, keep on editing, keep on modifying, but you need to see these systems and modify it so that it's easier for you. It's about making your life easy. It's kind of like professional happily ever after, professional and personal happily ever after. That's what I'm after. Low level technical design and all that. Okay. Then software engineering, what kind of front end system or Next.js, React.js, what should I use for these case? What would be better? Would two services be better than one? How many users would be coming in based on backend? What kind of backend I will be using? Would it be a Python, Java, and all? Which kind of database is MongoDB enough, or do we need Postgres? What kind of connection is it gonna be? DevOps, where would be storing it? Would it be AWS? Would it be EC2 system kind of thing, or an ECS system, based on cost, based on what the client is wanting? All those kind of, there needs to be a system. There should be a selection, so that even if you share the system with your client, he can tell this, and the time comes in. It would build trust, and it would fast forward your process. Uh, the the best thing about a solopreneur is, with one, the time, I've worked in a lot of startups and companies. Big companies, the problem is, um, with the big companies, it's all automated. There is processes and all are very good and automated because they have figured out what. So sometimes in big companies, it's good with less people. That's where I've seen, like companies like Motion and all those kind of things, less people, but it's a big company. Their process are great, but startups where just there are 20, 30 people, processes are very bad. The way time takes to transfer your knowledge, whoa, understand what he did, what I did, there is no structure to say everyone's code is different, all those kind of things take too much time. If a single person knew all the things which four people, a product person, a UI UX person, even in the just 2 years experience, UI UX person, back end, front end person, if a single person knew that, he could literally shorten the time by 5 to 6 times. That's what I've observed, and that's what the solopreneur journey. And now, with the advent of AI, any kind of issues which come in, any kind of debugs and all that are so easy to solve that I see a future. And solopreneur, it's like no cost. Even if you are facing a loss, it's you don't need to pay anyone for your losses and all that, right? uh, I have few sites. The thing is, sites is production level, but it's only for 1,000 to 2,000 people, but 1,000 to 10,000, around 5K to 10K people, that's the that's what it can handle. But it still costs only 2,000 per month to me. It can be less. And the thing is, I'm not really that good with it. For someone that good, I have seen people like Harikrat and all that. Um, those people, they can even lessen the amount. They can get 100K customers. They can create a site 100K customers, and the cost would be less than 5K per month. That's and it's getting on reducing more and more and more. With AI, the creation is gonna be so easy. And my and that's what I want to share my journey, all my systems and all that, so that it helps you and also I get leads by this and whatever is needed. Thank you.